Good morning, students. We are studying lesson 2. The name of the lesson is Nutrition in Animals. So today we will begin with the question answers of lesson 2. Yesterday we have done the NCERT exercises of lesson 2. I hope children you must have done in your notebooks also. So today we will going to start with question answer. One thing more children, after doing all the exercises then you have to do question answer. So first you complete your exercises and then you will do the question answer part. Now children, coming to our question number 1. First we will do exercise A. The exercise A is answer in detail. Now coming to our first question, draw a well-labeled diagram of the human digestive system. Children, you all know that humans have a well-developed digestive system. They have the alimentary canal, which consists of mouth cavity, food pipe. Food pipe is also known as esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. So this we all know. So the system constituted by the alimentary canal and the associated glands together form the digestive system, and humans have a very well developed digestive system. So I have given a picture of the digestive system of humans. You have to draw it on the left hand side of your notebook. Means you have to draw this picture on the blank page of the notebook. Now this picture is, what does this picture include? We will study this picture in detail also. Now children, this is the picture that you have to draw in your notebook. This is the picture of the complete digestive system of humans. So the alimentary canal starts from the oral cavity. Oral cavity means mouth. And then mouth is having salivary glands which secrete saliva. Saliva is the watery substance that is present in the mouth. It is secreted by the 3 pairs of salivary glands. The juices present in saliva help in the chemical digestion of starch into sugars. After the food is broken down into smaller pieces and mixed with saliva, it is swallowed down the digestive system and enters the food pipe. The food pipe is also known as esophagus. In the mouth, there is an organ which is a sense organ which is called as tongue. So what is tongue? Tongue is a fleshy muscular organ, is attached at the back and free at the front. It can be moved in all directions. It performs the function of swallowing food. Tongue also helps in mixing the chewed food with saliva. Tongue also detects different tastes of food with the help of taste buds. You all know, the children, tongue is having the taste buds. Now children, we have read about the esophagus or food pipe. Now the swallowed food passes from mouth to the stomach through a passage or pipe called the food pipe or esophagus. So the next part is stomach. The food pipe runs along the neck and the chest region. Food is pushed down by the movements of the wall of the food pipe. No digestion takes place in the food pipe or esophagus. It only helps in the movement of the food towards the stomach. At times the food is not accepted by the stomach. This results in vomiting. So children, you all know that vomiting is a condition in which all the food that is eaten is expelled out of the body through the mouth. So in vomiting, if the food is not accepted by the stomach, then this results in vomiting. Now the next organ is stomach. Stomach is a thick walled flattened bag present in the upper abdomen. It is the widest part of the alimentary canal. It receives food from the food pipe. The inner lining of the stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices, performing various functions. Like the mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach, the acid kills bacteria, and the digestive juices help in the breakdown of proteins into simpler substances. Now, after stomach, the partially digested food from the stomach goes into the small intestine. Now we will study about the small intestine. The small intestine is a highly coiled, about 7.5 meters long tube. Digestion of all the types of food takes place in the intestine or in the small intestine. Digestion along with the absorption of digested food also takes place in the small intestine. Digestion of all the types of food is completed in the small intestine. The absorbed food is passed into the blood stream through which the nutrients reach all the parts of the body. Now children, there are three accessory organs which are also shown in this diagram. Number one is liver, second is pancreas, and third one is the gallbladder. So we will study about these also. Liver is the largest gland in the body. It is a reddish brown gland located in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. It secretes bile juice. Bile juice is secreted by the liver, which helps in the digestion of fats. Bile juice is stored in a sac called the gallbladder. Gallbladder is also an accessory organ of the digestive system. And now the third organ is pancreas. This gland is located just below the stomach. Pancreas contains pancreatic juice which acts on proteins, starch and fats and helps in the pancreatic juice helps in the process of digestion of proteins, starch and fats. Now after small intestine, the next organ is large intestine. The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters the large intestine. The large intestine is shorter in length. It is about 1.5 meters only in comparison to the small intestine. But large intestine is wider than the small intestine. No digestion occurs here. Its main function is to absorb water from the undigested food material. Now the next organ of the digestive system is rectum. The undigested waste from the large intestine passes into the rectum and is stored here as semi-solid feces. And the last part is anus. The fecal matter is passed out through an opening called the anus. The process is called as egestion. Now children, move on to the next question. Question number 2. Mention the functions of each of the following. Number 1 is saliva. So children, what is saliva? We have also studied in the last question. What is saliva? The juices present in the saliva help in chemical digestion of starch into sugars. Now we will study the answer. The digestive functions of saliva include moistening food, means mixing the food with water, and helping to create a food bolus so it can be swallowed easily. Saliva contains the enzyme amylase. Amylase is also known as ptyalin. You must have studied this in class 6th also. So saliva contains the enzyme amylase, which is also known as ptyalin, that breaks some starches down into maltose and dextrin. Maltose and dextrin are the sugars. So you have learned that starch is broken down into sugars. So here it is written that starch is broken down into the maltose and dextrin, which are sugars. Thus digestion of food occurs within the mouth even before food reaches the stomach. Now children, this is the picture of the dummy of a mouth, and it is also showing some drops of saliva also. So this picture you may draw with this cushion. with this answer you have to draw this diagram also. So draw this diagram of mouth with the watery drops of saliva in question number 2A. This has to be drawn on the left hand side. Now the B part is tongue. So children, what is tongue? You must have studied it also. Tongue is a sense organ. Tongue is a fleshy muscular organ present in the mouth. It is attached at the back and free at the front. It can be moved in all directions. It performs various functions like chewing of food. So now we will read the answer. Tongue is a mighty flexible organ. It is the fleshy muscular organ in mouth of a mammal. Mammal means any mammal has a tongue. Human beings are also mammals, so human beings also have a tongue. Used for tasting, licking, swallowing, and help humans to speak. Tongue helps humans to speak. It helps to swallow food in mammals. Its functions are: number 1, chewing and swallowing food with the help of saliva. Tongue mixes the food with the saliva and thus it helps in chewing and swallowing of food. Number 2, it helps us to distinguish 4 common tastes: sweet, sour, bitter and salty. You know there are 4 types of tastes. Number 1 is sweet, number 2 sour, number 3 bitter, and number 4 is salty. And now the last but the main function of the tongue is that it help us in our speech also. We cannot speak without tongue. So one of the functions of the tongue includes that it helps in the speech also. Now children, this is a picture of a tongue in which location of the taste buds are shown. So taste buds present on the tongue can detect 4 basic tastes: salty, sour, sweet and bitter. These tastes can be identified in different areas on the surface of the tongue, which is shown in the figure. So you have to draw this figure in this answer. Now the next part of the question is, question number 2 is pancreas. C is pancreas. Now what is a pancreas, children? We have studied also. So pancreas is an accessory organ of the digestive system of humans. Means that the organ which is not directly involved in the digestion of food, but it helps in the digestion of food. So, and the location of the pancreas is located just below the stomach. So pancreas secrete pancreatic juice which helps in digestion of food. The main function of pancreas is that it secretes insulin hormone which maintain the sugar level in the body. In the digestion process, it helps in the digestion of proteins, starch and fats and changes them into simpler forms. But the main function of pancreas is that it secretes insulin hormone which maintain the sugar level in the body. Now children, this is a picture of the pancreas in which the yellow structure which is shown is the pancreas which is opening in the duodenum. Duodenum is the first part of the small intestine. Above pancreas there is shown a green structure which is known as gallbladder. 2 ducts are shown within the pancreas. One is pancreatic duct which pour the pancreatic juice into small intestine, and second one is the common bile duct. From the gallbladder, bile juices are released in the small intestine through common bile duct. So this is the figure of pancreas. So in this answer you have to draw this figure also. All the figures must be drawn on the left hand side. You all know this. So we will write the answers also, and in the side, on the left side we will draw the diagrams also.